The latest on the high school shooting in Florida, the first pediatric flu death in Oklahoma this season, and the governor is expanding burn bans across the Panhandle state. This is OU Nightly.
Are you NIKOLAS Jacob CRUZ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. You are charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder.
That's accused Florida school shooter NIKOLAS CRUZ making his first court appearance today. This is OU Nightly. I'm Cal Day.
And I'm Sammi Steele. Just over 24 hours since the shooting started, and we are starting to get a clearer picture of what might have been going on in the mind of the suspected shooter, as well as what went on inside the school. Tonight, we know there were apparent warning signs, several people stating the suspect was making threats publicly.
Here's what we know right now. The Broward County Sheriff's Office is saying that NIKOLAS CRUZ has confessed to being the shooter. They say he told interrogating officers that he began shooting students he saw in the hallways. We're also hearing from the attorney who was appointed to defend him, and she says he is sad and remorseful. Federal investigators say the gun used in the shooting was purchased legally at a gun shop in Florida. 17 people were killed, 14 others taken to the hospital, making the Florida school shooting the third deadliest in our nation's history.
One of the victims was an assistant football coach at the high school. Today, students remembered him as a hero who lost his life saving theirs.
Mr. Beagle was my hero, and he still will forever be my hero. I will never forget the actions that he took for me and for fellow students in the classroom. And if his family is watching this, please know that your son or your brother was an amazing person, and I am alive today because of him. If I could see him right now, and if he was still here and he got out of the hospital, I was talking to my mom and I'd get him a huge teddy bear to say thank you, but unfortunately I can't do that. And I will not let this shooting go down as another one, because people are not understanding. This is not gonna stop. Just like he was saying, it's not gonna stop until something happens.
Heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking words from so many high school students today. And tonight, we know that a man from Mississippi is saying he tried to warn the FBI about the behavior of the accused shooter before yesterday's attack. Shereen Hashem joins us now in News Center with the latest on what the FBI knew. Shereen?
That's right, Sammi. The FBI was warned last September about a YouTube comment that appears to have been made by an accused shooter, NIKOLAS CRUZ. The comment stated, "I'm going to be a professional school shooter." The video uploader, who is a bail bondsman, saw the comment and contacted the FBI in September. The FBI said it has found no indication of location, time, or identity of the user who left the comment. President Trump spoke this morning about the importance of the safety of our schools. However, he did not mention gun control. He stated that students should seek help if they feel lost, confused, or even scared. President Trump will be visiting Parkland, Florida, but no specific date or time has been disclosed.
You have people who care about you, who love you, and who will do anything at all to protect you. Answer hate with love, answer cruelty with kindness.
And there have also been a number of copycat incidences that occurred today. One right here in Oklahoma at Western Heights Middle School in southwest Oklahoma City. A middle school student there was arrested for making threats at school. Another school in Houston was briefly placed on lockdown after a gun was found in a student's jacket. And a teenager in Seattle was arrested today for what police called planning a school shooting. It's obviously a tense time across our country today.
Thank you, Shereen. As video from the school shooting repeats on television and social media, it's a natural reaction for students of any age to feel concerned not only for their own safety, but asking if those who need help have access to it.
Don't have a lot of programs at school for people with mental health issues or anything else to kind of help students that might be going through something.
Every day, because it's a big university and there's a lot of people that are crazy, so every day coming to class is kind of get that thought.
I mean, it's important to like have like campus safety, like knowing that you're at a place where you're going to be safe. Otherwise, like you're just going to live in fear.
OU police say anyone concerned about safety on campus should contact them.
And the Norman police say they are doing everything they can to be prepared in case of a mass shooting by holding drills. And they say something like this can happen anywhere. That's because Parkland, Florida was labeled one of the safest cities in the country. The online database Neighborhood Scout shows a crime rate of just 6% per 1,000 people. The Norman officer we spoke with said while it is very difficult to go about preventing a mass shooting, there are numerous ways to be prepared.
If you can get out, get out. Get out. Now, that may mean you have to shelter first, lock yourself in a room, a classroom, but if you can get out, get out.
Lieutenant Callahan teaches a free active shooter response training class that is open to the public. His next class is Monday, February 19th, and it is limited to 50 people. You can contact the Norman Police to enroll.
And while there are ways to prepare for these situations, some people believe it is not the tool, but the user. OU Nightly's Leah Whiticker digs deeper into the behavior of active shooters.
Can you predict who the next active shooter is going to be? No. It's something scientists have been trying to understand for a long time. OU criminology professor John Carl says the lack of structure could be the problem.
So this kid got expelled from what I can tell, right? And so he was sent away from school, which is probably about all the school can do. But then what? We don't have inpatient mental health centers that you can force somebody to go to against their will. We don't have any restrictions on mentally ill people buying weapons.
In most cases, active shooters have obtained a weapon legally.
Homicide is a simple thing. It's a lethal weapon too close and a hospital too far away.
Dr. Carl mentioned that the Constitution was written over 200 years ago, so maybe it's time to make some changes. Leah Whiticker, OU Nightly.
Just 7 weeks into 2018, the Parkland shooting is the 18th U.S. school shooting so far this year.
The widespread flu epidemic continues as the first pediatric flu death has been recorded in Oklahoma, bringing the total number of deaths to 153 this season. Health officials say nearly 3,500 people have been hospitalized with flu-related symptoms since the start of last September.
Governor Mary Fallin is expanding the burn ban for counties across the state. And
she sure is, because it has been dry here. Sawyer, can you tell us a little bit about what's coming up weather-wise and how we can make sure that this burn ban works out for all of us?
Yeah, so the burn ban has been extended to the east, all the way over to Tulsa County, Washington County, and basically back down. Any county in red is a governor burn ban, and any county in yellow is a county burn ban, but basically just don't burn. And part of the reason is because our temperatures outside are abnormally warm for this time of year. We are up in the 70s, even some 80s. Tulsa, I believe, got right around their high of 80 for this time of year, this day. And the relative humidity outside, it's just dry, basically from Oklahoma City on off to the north and west. And we hope to get some relief from that coming up as this cold front's moving in tonight. Rain chances potentially with that cold front, and we're going to be on a roller coaster of temperatures for the next 7 days. I'll have more on that in just a little bit. Until then, back to you.
Thanks, Sawyer. It sounds like Mary Fallin made the right call there. Well, coming up on OU Nightly, the Norman City Council made quite an accounting error. We'll have more next.
Plus, OU's residential colleges receives a big award. That's straight ahead on OU Nightly. Welcome back to OU Nightly.
Sydney Forsee joins us with the latest on a very popular social media app. Sydney?
Yes, Sammy, Snapchat users were frantic this afternoon when the app suffered an outage. Snappers were unable to post, send, or receive snaps for a short time around 2:30 this afternoon. Some on Twitter are speculating that the shutdown may be the company taking down the new redesign. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Snap users, but Snapchat says the design is here to stay. And another country has entered the race to reach the red planet. The United Arab Emirates plans to use money from its oil industry to finance its very own space program and has already invested $5.4 billion. Satellite Khalifa-Sat will be sent into space by the end of this year. The satellite will be followed by the UAE's first mission to Mars in 2021, and they plan a human colonization on the planet 99 years from now.
Well, back to your first story about the Snapchat update staying. I'm a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie.
Same here. I know like almost 1.5 million users have already signed,
a petition?
Petition online.
You're kidding.
But Snapchat says it's staying around, so we gotta get used to it.
Well, thank you, Sydney.
Thank you, guys.
And the Norman City Council corrected a $5.5 million accounting error this week. The math mistake discovered in October resulted in a large over-apportionment into the university's North Park tax fund. The problem was a miscalculation in sales tax revenue.
So it started in 2008 and it started pretty small. It was like $150,000 in the first year. But as the amount of sales that is going on in University North Park increased over the years, and when the sales tax rate increased again in 2015 for Norman Forward, the amount of money became kind of substantial.
The misplaced funds have been distributed back into the general fund and capital fund.
OU's campus is beautiful by day and night, and the new residential colleges help that live on at our university. Modeled after the Ivy Leagues, the residential colleges opened in 2017 to give students a unique space to live and learn. This month, an Oklahoma organization presented the colleges with an award for their land development and community creation. Dunham and Headington colleges were among 23 finalists from the Metro OKC area and won the category of Best Large-Scale Development.
It really is an honor to win this award. These buildings were expertly designed by a wonderful architectural firm in consultation with the university, and to create a building that is not only beautiful and functional, but contributes to the overall environment of the campus. That's what this Urban Land Institute Award indicates.
If you are interested in living in the residential colleges, contracts for the 2018-2019 school year are available now to students.
Well, I don't know about you, Cal, but that sounds like a pretty nice place to live, and it is pretty to look at, too.
Yes.
Well, still ahead on OU Nightly. Sawyer, it's a hot February day, but is this weather going to stick around?
Well, it has been a warm day, but we do have a cold front moving into the area. I'll have the details right after this. You can see the clouds starting to move into the area, but overall, it has been a very, very nice day. Now, current conditions outside across Norman, 77 degrees. Remember, our average is in the 50s for this time of year, and that's also due to the south-southwest winds, gusty at times, over 20 miles per hour, and our dew point's a little high, so we do have some moisture coming into the area. Very nice. We do have some moisture coming into the area, and you can see right now on our 24-hour temperature change where that cold front is lined up across northwestern Oklahoma. Woodward's seeing about 8 degrees below what they were this time yesterday, and then off into the southeast Ida Belt where they had clouds yesterday, over 20 degrees above what they were yesterday. So, and current wind gusts outside, still 20s, 30s out in the panhandle. And overall, that's going to help us tonight as the cold front does move through. Those winds are going to start to shift out of the north. We're going to drop down to in the mid-30s, some 40s onto the south and east. You can see right around where the cold front lines up. And then 30s below freezing up in the northwest part of the state. Highs for tomorrow are going to be below normal. So like I said earlier, this is kind of a roller coaster of temperatures that we're just about to hop on for temperatures. Mid-40s across the entire state. And so let's take a look at this. The cold front right now is setting up just to our north and west. It's going to start to move through by about midnight tonight. And we do have some moisture that's going to be with that system, and hopefully we can get some showers across the state and help out with those burn bans, but we're mainly looking for that in northeastern Oklahoma. Behind it, though, Saturday morning, we can expect some showers down to the south and east, although I think this model's overdoing it just a little bit. And then we do have another cold front coming through next week, Monday, and it's setting up just to our north. And overall, though, again, we're going to be up and down with these temperatures, but we do have several chances of rain, and we're not going to get rid of this burn ban or this drought anytime soon, but we hope to just take small chunks out of it as we go over over the next 7 days. So 44 on Friday, 30% chance for the morning. Those north winds, though, gusty at times. 57 on Saturday. Cold front does move through again. AM showers both those days, near normal for this time of year, luckily. But then we start to warm back up on Monday as we get another cold front again moving through. There is potential on Monday, though, for some severe weather, mainly off to the north and east. We'll have to take a look at it as the models come in. They are starting to kind of align that we potentially do have some severe weather, but mainly gusty winds, maybe some hail, nothing too bad.
Well, we are getting into that time of year, Sawyer.
Yeah, we're hoping to hold off just a little bit, get a little bit more moisture in the area.
I hope so.
Thank you. And Tori Johnson is here with a sports update.
Yeah, Cal, that's right. It is perfect baseball weather right now, and the guys get to kick off their season at the beach. And I've got your latest on the Americans in the Olympics. Hey, don't go anywhere. Sports is up next. Michaela Schifrin takes gold in the slalom, fighting through some tough winds. She cried tears of joy at the finish line. Schifrin was a favorite to win the Super G as well, but announced today she will not be competing. Due to postponements, the 22-year-old can't do it all. Scheduling conflicts have cost Schifrin her goal of winning 5 gold medals. And in a thrilling match, Canada's women's hockey team brought down the U.S. Thursday 2-1. In the last game of pool play, the U.S. had a few different opportunities to tie the score in the final 2 minutes, but they just could not get it done. Today, the men's U.S. hockey team takes on Slovakia in their second game of pool play. And OU's women's tennis team swept North Texas 7-0 on Wednesday. The Sooners matched with the doubles point and had straight set wins on every court in singles. The win is only the team's second at home this season, improving their season to 3-4. And it's time for another Red River showdown this weekend. Trey Young and his crew take on the Longhorns, but this time in Norman. In their last matchup, Texas snatched a close one from OU in Austin. The Sooners have lost their last 4 games and are coming off a tough loss to Texas Tech. Hopefully being back in the LNC will be the momentum that the Sooners need to snap this streak and get a win. And this weather has baseball fans itching for the season, and the wait is nearly over. Sooners take on Indiana tomorrow morning at 11. There's a lot of expectations for this team under new coach Skip Johnson. They showed the potential to be great with a hot start, winning 17 of their first 19 games last season before sizzling out for conference play. OU is looking for another big first month of baseball this year.
You want to get your wins. It's all about getting ready for a conference. And so I don't have any particular team on a pedestal. I know South Alabama, my boy Swaggart, he plays for them, and we've been talking about it. He thinks they're going to beat us, but I disagree. But yeah, man, it's all about getting ready for the Big 12, because obviously when the Big 12 starts, the real dudes come in, and it's tough.
One of the fun things about sports media is when we get to be behind the scenes, we get a glimpse of our heroes being regular people. Check out this former Michigan State star Draymond Green when his interview session is interrupted by Ohio State's Evan Turner. Seems that the two might have had a bet between their old schools in football, and it was time for Draymond to pay up. It's a little hard to hear, so be sure to listen close.
The first time I start coming in, we'll figure it out.
You owe me $100
process. Well, oh, I do.
You probably owe me double.
I got you right now.
All right, let me get that real quick.
I owe you for football too, huh?
Yeah, damn. But that 30
Wait,
point.
did we beat y'all in football?
No.
You sure?
No, y'all. And that 30-point.
We beat Michigan.
And that 30-point blowout is a little extra too, my man. Thank you, my good man. As you say, always a pleasure. Big 10 for life. Keep it classy.
I don't know how much that bet was for. I'm probably assuming a lot because I think he makes a little bit of money, but yeah.
I mean, a deal is a deal. Well, thank you, Tori.
And still to come on OU Nightly, the Olympics aren't the only international event happening tonight.
I'm Tevis Hillis at the OU Nightly Update Desk with the latest on the Mexican drug lord and escape artist Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Guzman is eager to go to trial and wants to knock down any speculation he might plead guilty. Guzman was sent to the United States in 2017 to face charges that his cartel laundered billions of dollars and oversaw a ruthless campaign of murders and kidnappings. If convicted, Guzman could face life in prison. And back to you all.
Thanks, Tevis. OU International students are ready to showcase their cultures to the OU community. The International Advisory Committee will hold the annual Mr. and Miss International OU pageant tonight. The pageant is organized to spread appreciation and awareness of OU's diverse international culture.
The Mr. Miss International, pageant, help to make our campus, more diverse, because, we have all the contestants, from all over the world, representing the culture.
The event will be held tonight at 7 p.m. in Meacham Auditorium at the Oklahoma Memorial Union.
Sounds like quite a fun event. Sawyer, real quick, what's the weather we can expect tomorrow?
Yeah, so it'll be below normal for tomorrow in the 40s, and then
Below
we'll start
normal.
to rise back up as we get into Monday.
Okay, good. Sounds good. Thank you, Sawyer. And thank you for watching OU Nightly, brought to you by the Gaylord College of Journalism and Mass Communication.
Have a good evening.